Hey everybody, it's Jeff Underwood with the Life vs. Stuff Road Trip, and today I'm in Springfield, Missouri at Convoy of Hope, and I'm here with Jeff Nini. Hey. Thanks so much for your time.
Oh, my pleasure.
And Jeff's going to tell us a little bit more about Convoy of Hope. Obviously we're in a big warehouse here. We'll tell you a little bit more about that, but what is Convoy of Hope all about?
We're basically a faith-based organization with a driving passion to feed the world. I've heard our founder say, in simple terms, we use food to share the gospel. And what we do is find people in need and then try to meet those needs.
Yeah, yeah. And tell us a little bit about this facility here.
This warehouse is about 300,000 square feet, and if you're challenged at figuring out, just exactly what is that, imagine 6 football fields under one roof. That's about the amount of space that we have in here, and it's really full right at the moment, which we're really blessed to have it that way.
So water, food, clothing,
supplies, some clothing. It's interesting. We'll get some different things in here from time to time. Like I was sharing with you earlier, we have a lot of bleach right now, and people bleach. But in a disaster response setting, which is one of the things that we do, bleach is a huge commodity that's very much needed for cleaning up after a flood or after a hurricane.
That's awesome. So you're getting all the supplies. So in the United States here.
Yep.
So, for example, I noticed the map. You've been to many, many places. So exactly what are you doing here in the States?
In the States, we do a couple different things. We have community outreach events, and then we do disaster response. Our community outreach events, we go into a community and pull together the best of that community. Local agencies, the local church is a huge component of that, law enforcement, the medical community, and we bring all those folks together to the same table and get them talking to each other.
Yeah.
And then we do a one-day event that reaches out to the poor and the needy in that community.
Wow.
And then the hopes are that those people will continue to talk, continue to converse, and be able to continue helping people in need.
Oh, that's great. And you were sharing with me some stats that you guys like to provide with regards to poverty in America, right?
46 million people in the United States alone living under the poverty line or living in a needs situation.
Yeah.
And what we want to do is try to help as many of those as we can.
No, that's great. And then so you're doing those things here in the States, and then overseas, I know you're doing some amazing things as well.
Amazing things overseas. We still do disaster response internationally as well, but one of the big things that we're doing overseas right now is our children's feeding initiative. And we're feeding 126,000 children through schools and orphanages, many of those on a daily basis.
Wow.
So it's either every day or every school day, or in the case of the Philippines, several times a week.
Yeah.
So 126,000 meals a day on the average. And it's something that really touches your heart when you get out there in the field and get to see those children, because for many of them that's the only meal they eat all day long.
Right, right.
So to be able to give that to them and be able to, as a result of that meal, keep them in school, it's a double whammy right there.
Yeah, I've read a lot about how if they don't have food, if the kids don't have food or the families don't have food, then the kids are sent out to look for food instead of going to school. So this is a great way to keep them in their education system and keep them fed.
Yeah.
So that's great. If somebody wanted to get involved, volunteer-wise or donate-wise, how's the best way to do that?
Probably the first thing to do would be go to our website, convoyofhope.org, and just look at everything that's going on and then see which area would you like to participate in. People can donate, they can volunteer, they can get involved at a community outreach event that's coming through their city. If they live close to Springfield, that we have every Tuesday night a volunteer opportunity here in our warehouse where they can get involved as well.
And how many people normally?
We'll have anywhere from 100 to 300 people on every Tuesday night that come in and volunteer.
That's great for the organization here.
It really is.
Awesome. Well, I appreciate you taking the time to share with me. Anything else that you?
No, I just want to encourage you in your trip. That what you've got going on, and calling attention to what really needs attention called to it in this country. Yeah. I love the whole life versus stuff concept. Our founder has said several times, God's not required us to take a vow of poverty, but He has required us to have a spirit of generosity.
Yeah.
And that is so key in America today. We have so much.
Right.
And we can do something with that, something positive that will benefit people. Exactly. And that's what God wants us to do.
Well, I thank you so much for your encouraging words.
Absolutely.
It was great meeting you.
Thanks for being here today.
All right. Thanks so much. Take care, guys.